Okay, the next thing I'd like to show you and talk to you about is actually the event log and logging and that kind of thing. Now, if you'll notice up here in the very top of our tree, the ThinManager icon, I'm going to double click on it and open up our ThinManager server configuration wizard. I'm going to click the next button 3 times so we can come to the historical logging. Now, why is this page important? Well, because it sets the duration that logs are actually maintained. All right, so the first setting that we come to is the maintain historical log for X number of days. I have 1 day in there, but you can make it 10 or whatever you wanted to. Now, this field determines the length of time that the terminal server CPU and memory data from the terminal server graph tab is stored, okay? And then beneath that, we have the maintain event log for X number of days under the event log side. Now, this field determines how long the event log is kept. Now, we can choose a number of different event logs to actually look at. So we can look at the terminal server events. Now, that particular checkbox right there, it actually is the checkbox when selected, records the event of the terminal servers. The next one is the terminal events, and just like it applies, when it's selected, it records the events of the actual terminal itself. And the third one here is the terminal configuration changes, pretty self-explanatory. When you select that, it records any changes made to the terminal configuration. And last but not least is the terminal server term security user configuration changes. Now, this checkbox, when it's selected, records the changes that are made to the term secure user configuration. The buttons beneath that, we have our clear history over to the right side for each one of these, and then the clear the event log. Okay, now the clear history button up here, it will erase the historical log completely. The same thing for the clear event log. It will actually, if you hit that button, it's going to erase the event log. Now, why would you change from the default settings that we have currently here? You can add a terminal server events and term secure user events that aren't collected by default, and you can change the duration of the logs. Selecting the event log tab will show you the events for the highlighted tree in the icon. So if we come over here, actually I click cancel and I hit to event log, those would be the events that we're talking about that we would actually be able to maintain and watch when we're doing that. So once again, if we were to open up the ThinManager server configuration wizard and tab through it 3 times, those are the settings that you would need to go to in order to make those changes.
For more tips and gems, please visit thinmanager.com.